Hi guys. So I made a playlist this morning. Sorry, I'm distracted. I have hair stuck in one of my bracelets. I made a playlist this morning on the iMusic app, or that comes with the iPhone, whatever. And we pay for the service that's like unlimited music for all the time, whatever. No commercials, blah, 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 blah. Some of you probably already have it, know what I'm talking about. But I made a playlist, and then I had put 45 songs on there, and then it disappeared, and I was like, fuck, I have to start all over again. What the fuck? So I put another 40 something songs on the playlist, but I can't remember all the ones that I added, so there should be another extra almost probably 40 songs. So I should have an 80 song playlist, but I only have a half of that. So anyway, I was going to show you guys my playlist. So if anybody likes country and is interested, I'm going to show you what I listen to. But a lot of it's oldies, not oldies, but oldies from when I was growing up. So let's see. I have two playlists, so I'll show you my road trip songs playlist and my country playlist. And I'm not finished because I'm still going to keep adding songs to these, but it's just what I have for now. Okay, so here's my old iPhone that I just use as an iPod now. And don't mind my yucky hands. I just put lotion on, but my hands still look dry. Okay, so here's my... I don't know why it named it Intro to Kenny Chesney, but this was my country playlist, I think. Maybe it's not. How did this get on there? This is not the right one. Oh great, don't tell me it got deleted again. I think the freaking people are on my roof again, and I'm getting so sick of them. I wish they would finish already. Oh my god, I think it freaking deleted again. And I was just listening to it a second ago. That really ticks me off. No, that's not it. Well, my road trip songs is still on here, so I'll share that with you. So it's I made this one because it's mostly songs that Luis and I both like, and so when we're on a road trip we can or stuff that he's used to me listening to, like these two he doesn't like, but he's used to me always listening to it when we're on a road trip. And he never complains about these ones, so yeah, I put them all together so that I don't have to keep going through my phone every 2 seconds to pick another song. I can just put shuffle and let it go. And I'm still gonna have to add a bunch more to this because this is actually really short. It's only 31 songs, and so that's it for now. I love music. I kind of lost track of all my bands when my kids came around, and a few years I wasn't learning any new music, and I really miss my music because I used to be the kind of person that we'd be driving in the car. I'd be driving in the car with my friends, and it didn't matter what station they switched the channel to. I knew what song was on the station and I could sing along, and I always knew every new song, every genre, like I said, it didn't matter what station it was. So I really miss that. I feel like I'm years and years behind on new music, and I've totally missed out the last couple years on music. And I started going back and looking up my favorite bands, and I'm like, oh crap, I missed an album from a year ago. I missed an album from 2 years ago that I'd never even heard of. I didn't even know that they came out with a new album. So now I feel like I have to play catch up. So I've been trying to listen to a lot more music lately, and so yeah, my YouTube watching is cut down a little bit. I'm trying to keep up with everyone, but it's really hard to make time for other things and watch everyone again on YouTube that I want to watch, because there's so many awesome channels that I love watching. And so if you see me binge watching your videos one day, it's because I'm trying to catch up, and it's I didn't watch you for a month, but now I'm going to watch every video at once, in a row, and try to catch up with people. But that's what I do. It's hit or miss. So I go back and forth because I'm also trying to make room to read my books, because I have so many books that I need to read. I was caught up with Brandon Sanderson, which is one of my favorite authors, and now he puts out books so fast, 1 to 2 books a year, if not more, and I can't keep up anymore, and I'm so far behind, and it's driving me crazy because he's doing this whole, he's a fantasy author, and he helped finish writing one of my favorite series, which is The Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan, because Robert Jordan passed away and somebody else had to finish the series, and he finished the series, blah, blah, blah. And all his books that are separate from that are all freaking awesome. He's an amazing writer, and I love him. And he's writing this epic series, and so this one series is like kind of connected to all the other series that he's writing. So he's making this huge universe of different like worlds that are eventually going to be connected. Like it's called the Cosmere. And so you'll read books and they're all on this planet, this world about these people, and then you'll read another one and it's on this one. But his whole like plan is to eventually have all the characters and all these worlds collide and come together, kind of like what they're doing with the comic books right now in the movies, how the Avengers are coming together with like eventually I think Guardians of the Galaxy is going to be like a combined with like the Marvel comics, and like maybe they are Marvel, yeah, they are Marvel comics, but you know, I mean like the regular Avengers and stuff like that. So kind of like also how they're doing like Batman and Superman now. And I mean, it was written obviously a long time ago, but now they're making movies about it. And anyway, so he's kind of doing the same thing where he's making this huge universe of different characters that you fall in love with, like all the different characters. And eventually they're going to all come together. And so I'm getting so far behind that I'm like, oh, I'm going to miss out on this merging of the worlds if I don't get my crap together and get caught up on all these different series that he's writing, because I don't want to miss out on that, because it's, like I said, he's such a freaking amazing writer and I love his stories so much. And like when he comes out with a new book of the one series, because the one series is Words of Radiance, and he has 2 books in that series, or no, I think the book is called, I can't even remember, I'm so bad with like titles and stuff like that, but the series is not called Words of Radiance. The first book, I think, is called Words of Radiance, and the series is the Stormlight Archive. And so he has 2 books out, and when the second book came out, I reread the first book before I read the second book because I have such a bad memory that I didn't want to forget who the characters were, and I had already forgotten who some of the characters were and their storylines and stuff, so I have to go back and reread before I read the next one, so that really throws me behind. That really throws me off. And so it makes it even slower for me to get my reading done. But it's so enjoyable for me that I love doing it, but I just feel like I have to make more time to read because I freaking love these characters. Are like, they're like real people pretty much to me. They're like my friends. And like when Robert Jordan, I think I talked about this before, but when Robert Jordan passed away, the one I said who wrote the Wheel of Time series, and it's like a 13-book epic series where each book is almost 1,000 pages each. And it's super intricate in these people's story characters' lives and stuff that you fall in love with them and they become your friends. And I spent years and years and years of my life reading these people's lives, this story. And then, so when Robert Jordan passed away, before he finished the series, I cried. Like, I was at work and I found out he passed away and I went into the bathroom and cried. And I, you know, talk about feeling like a nerd. Like, I'm telling people, like, don't ask me why I'm crying. I'm sorry. Like, I don't want to tell you why I'm crying. I'm just upset about something and you don't need to know. And then, of course, I end up telling them anyway. I'm like, yes, I'm that much of a nerd that I'm super upset that one of my favorite authors passed away. So, but like I'm saying, Brandon Sanderson, he salvaged the series and he finished it, and I love him so much for not ruining it. He did such an amazing job. He's such an amazing writer. And I could go on forever about my books because I just love reading so much, and I need to stop slacking off on something that I love so much and actually make time for it, because I spend so much time on, you know, social media and constantly checking things and talking to people and doing all this stuff that I don't really make time for myself, which is I need to make more time for myself to do things that I like. Like, I'd never do my crafting hardly at all anymore, and my reading and stuff like that. When I'm home, I'm usually, because I have to make time, you know, of course, for my kids and stuff, and my husband too, so it's like I'm usually watching a movie with them, or because we're trying to plan a Disneyland trip, and so we want the boys to watch we want to watch all the Disney movies together before we go to Disneyland, because when we took Logan to Disneyland for his 5th birthday, he was barely excited, like, at all. Like, we told him, we have a surprise for you, and he was excited. And then we took him in Disneyland, and we started going on the rides and everything. We're like, we're here, we're at Disneyland. And then, like, we're standing in line for one of the rides, a couple rides after we got there. And he's like, so, when are you guys going to give me my surprise? And we're like, Logan, this is your surprise. You're at Disneyland. And I think part of the problem is he hadn't seen enough Disney movies, like, enough times to be that excited about it. And so this time we're like trying to like prep them, like, okay, let's watch all these Disney movies and these Pixar movies so you guys can get really excited about going to Disneyland. And so that's what we've been doing every night. We've been choosing a Disney movie. We've been alternating between Disney, classic Disney, and Disney Pixar, going back and forth to watch, you know, everything and get caught up and whatever. And I like, Luis has never seen, he never saw Cinderella. I was like, what? You've never seen Cinderella? And then, he told me he's never seen Robin Hood. He's never seen Oliver and Company. I was like, oh my God, dude, we totally need to up you on your Disney game because you're freaking failing miserably. I love Disney, so I'm totally happy to watch every single movie. And my kids haven't seen them all either, you know, and the ones that they have seen, they're still little, so they've forgotten, like I know I've watched Robin Hood with Logan, and he's like, I've never seen that. I'm like, yeah, you have, you just don't remember because you were smaller, you know, so we're just gonna watch everything, and it's fun. So I have to make time for that. And anyway, blah blah blah, this is getting really long, but the point is, I am a huge dork. I love books and movies and music, and I guess I'm not a dork. That's things that most people like, but I don't know, I've always been made fun of for the kind of music that I like, and most people I know don't read, like, or they don't read very much, or they don't read the same kind of things that I read. So I know I have two friends on YouTube, John and the Bean Girl, who like the same books as me and stuff, so it's nice to have somebody out there I can talk to about this stuff. But so sorry if you watch this whole thing and you're totally not into this stuff. Yeah, I'm sorry, you should have clicked off. I'll try to put a warning at the beginning of this, don't watch unless you're into like nerdy books and movies and things. So yeah, anyway, that's it for now. I'm just gonna I think I'm just gonna watch YouTube now, or maybe I'll read a book. I don't know. I have like less than an hour before I have to pick the kids up from school. This would probably be a good time for me to sit down and make some time to read, so maybe that's what I'll do, since that's what I was just talking about. That would be really smart. But okay, I'm gonna go. Thanks for listening. If you made it this far, you freaking rock. Bye.